Hey everyone, and welcome back. One of the most common questions we get at Elan is about income insurance. What is it? How does it work? And crucially, do you actually need it? So in New Zealand, a lot of us will insure our home, car, and possessions, but very few of us will actually end up insuring the thing which paid for all of those things. So your ability to earn an income in many cases is actually your biggest asset. It's not your home. So in this video, we're going to cover the basics. What is income protection? Some of the really frequently asked questions that we get here, which are New Zealand specific. And then we're going to actually talk about whether it's something that's worth considering for your situation. Let's dive in. What is income insurance? Income insurance is a monthly benefit that is paid to the insured person if they're unable to work due to an accident, illness, or some other type of disability. So the reason we have it is so we can continue to pay for our living expenses, our mortgage, our rent, groceries, fuel, all that sort of unfortunate stuff that we have to pay for, even if we are unable to work due to one of those disabilities. When does income insurance pay out? This is obviously a common question that people really want to know the answer to. So if you've got a medical condition which is preventing you from working, then you've actually got a pretty strong case for an income insurance claim. In terms of the conditions which we often see as causing people, inability to work, the big illnesses, cancer, heart attack, and stroke are unfortunately quite common nowadays. Mental health, that can prevent people from work. Musculoskeletal conditions, so income insurance can actually provide a backup to ACC if ACC are being difficult. And also neurological or degenerative type conditions. We've unfortunately seen quite a few of those in 35 years at Elan. Pretty much all of those conditions I've just listed off have the potential to prevent you from working. Most income insurance policies have what's called a waiting period. So that's the period of time that you need to be disabled for before payments begin. So you can choose a really short wait period, like 4 or 8 weeks, and the income insurance will start pretty quickly after the wait period. But the income insurance is quite expensive if you set it up like that. If you've got some cash savings up the spout maybe and could sustain yourself for a bit longer, you should probably push that to a 13-week wait or maybe even a 26. And you can enjoy some cheaper insurance, but you would just have to sustain yourself for a bit longer if you did become disabled and weren't able to work. So how much of that beautiful income of yours can you insure? Most insurers will allow you to insure a portion of your income. Upper limit's usually 75% of your current income. Sometimes it's 62.5% depending on which policy structure you go for. The main reason you can't insure 100% of your income is because there needs to be some incentivization to return back to work and earn that little bit more. While 75 and 62.5% are the upper limits, you can actually insure less if you want to keep your premiums lower and perhaps just cover the really critical expenses. One word on that is generally when your income stops because of a disability, your expenses can actually go up because of house modifications and needing carers and that sort of thing. Is income protection taxable? This is a really common question we get from the self-employed people who love to claim all their expenses. So it depends how you structure the income insurance. So you can structure it so everything is taxable, which means the premium payments can be a tax deductible expense, but also the benefit would be taxed. Or you can structure it as what's known as an agreed value policy, which typically is non-taxable. Obviously, we're not qualified accountants here, so check with your accountant to confirm that. Doesn't ACC already cover you? So why would you need income insurance? This is a lovely question that I find myself answering quite a bit. So ACC is great if you had an accident, as the name suggests. In New Zealand, 80% of disabilities are actually caused by illness though. So that 80% is not covered by ACC. So to ensure that you're covered appropriately, you need income insurance most of the time to fill that gap. How long can income insurance payments last for? Well, generally, if you get better and you can go back to work, then your income insurance will stop. That is kind of the goal though, that you get better. In the instances where the condition is long-term, it heavily relies on how you set up the policy. So there's a thing called the benefit period, and you can set it up with a short benefit period, say a 2-year or a 5-year, and that will make it a little bit cheaper, but you'll only get assistance for up to those periods. You can also set it up with a to age 65 or the ultimate to age 70 period, and that will give you much longer financial assistance, which is critical for those long-term type conditions. So let's play out a not so nice scenario. Say you're in your 30s and you've just been diagnosed with a condition which is likely to not get better. If you went with the 5-year payment period, then you would receive financial assistance, if you were unable to work for that period, right up to the 5-year mark. So say you're 35, now you're 40, and you've been receiving beautiful financial assistance from the insurer for 5 years. You're now 40 and you're staring down the barrel of another 25 years until retirement age with no assistance. So that's why often we'll recommend, if you've got a little bit extra budget, go with the to age 65 or the to age 70. Who should be considering income insurance? The main one is anyone who actually relies on their income to survive, which that's a pretty big group of people. More commonly though, we'll look at people who have mortgages, families, self-employed individuals, and people with long-term earnings futures ahead of them. A useful question to actually ask yourself is, if your income stopped tomorrow, how long could you go without financial assistance? And that's it guys for this brief little video on income insurance. I hope it was at least somewhat helpful. Here at Elan, we've got a growing team of professionals which would be more than happy to assist you tailor an income insurance package specifically for you. It is quite nuanced, so usually going through a financial advisor is best. Whether you've been meaning to get one set up or you want a review of your existing insurance, we'd be more than happy to help. Head over to the Contact Us page, submit an inquiry, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks guys.